I'm Carolyne Scott, and welcome to Braveheart Letters. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Braveheart Letters. This is a brand new podcast. This is something brand new that I'm trying amongst you guys, amongst my followers and fans, and I appreciate all of your support all over the years. And you've all have heard from me. Now it's my turn to hear from you. So every week, we will be reading the letters that you all have emailed to me about the specific topic of the week. And we will be discussing love, healing, hope, starting over. We will be discussing all of those things right here on Braveheart Letters. So stay tuned. So our topic for this week was letting go. How did you let go? When did you know it was time to let go? What happened that made you let go? So we will read our first letter. Okay. So the first letter, she would like to remain anonymous, which is totally fine. I completely respect that. And the letter reads, I was lucky that mine was having an affair and his mom bribed him with his inheritance to divorce me. Of course, he gaslit me that it was because I was fat and old and had no friends, but sometime perspective and lots of therapy later, I know the real deal. Life is so much easier without walking on eggshells, being blamed for anything and everything, and being called names for not finding it all sexy. It's a bumpy ride at first, but it's smooth sailing after just a short time. So far, the only thing I struggle with is setting up my wireless printer, but that's why they have Geek Squad type services. This letter was from a lady she was ready to go. She was definitely ready to go. Because it doesn't sound emotional at all. There doesn't sound like there's any emotion left for this relationship. And he was having an affair, and then his mom bribed her with his inheritance. I don't think should have been a part of that family anyway. Like, they weren't going to treat her right over time anyway. That was horrible. But I'm glad you let go. I'm glad you let go, love. Okay. Here's another story we have. This one's kind of short. Let's see. 11 years together and 5 married. 4-year-old kid woke me up. I can't let this child learn that it's okay to treat other people that you love like this. I can't normalize living with depression and abuse. Hard things are, well, they are hard. But oh, is everything worth it on the other side? I like that. She sounds happy. She sounds like she made the right decision. A 4-year-old kid woke you up. You know what? That happens. That happens. A child will show you your worth if you can't see it in the most subtle ways. A child will do that. All right, 11 years together and 5 married. Wow, that's pretty deep. That was pretty deep. They were together for a while. So I'm pretty sure that wasn't something for her to just easily let go. All right. We have another story, again, from another anonymous person, which is totally fine. Like I said, I completely respect you wanting to be anonymous, completely. All right. Honestly, 18 years ago, after going back and forth with pros and cons for almost 5 years, I drank half a bottle of Goldschlager, and with all that liquid courage, boldly declared I wanted a divorce. Our son was 7. I was ugly and messy for 3 years. It was ugly and messy for 3 years. Then we agreed to just stop. Stop being angry, resentful, petty. Wes loved We loved each other once. We had to come together for our son. We are now good friends. Our son is an amazing, successful adult. We got through it. Wow. Honestly, this is someone who's past the level of life that I'm in right now. So she's speaking um, on something I haven't experienced. But she sounds like she said at the end, the last sentence said, we got through it. And it sounds like they have a great relationship now. The child grew up successful to be successful. And what that says is she chose herself over an image. She chose her happiness over faking it. Because it says she tried for 3 years. She said it was ugly and messy for 3 years. And then they both just agreed, like, let's just stop. I don't want to be angry anymore. I'm tired of fighting you. I'm tired of every time I bring up something going on, it's a fight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for sending in these perspectives for sure. All right. Let's see. The next letter, she was cool with being, or I don't know if it's a she or a guy. It could be either one. Trilogy XO says, I was with my ex for 1.5 years, and I wrote a 3-page letter to my ex after weeks of begging, pleading for him back. He had lost feelings for me and had no interest in getting back together with me, which was understandable because it was my fault. I wrote a letter explaining how sorry I was, how much I love him, and what I would have wanted for the future if he gave me a chance to fix things. The letter helped me say my piece one final time and then close the chapter. Knowing I expressed what I had left in me was the best thing I could have done after all my small attempts of bringing him back. I dumped everything I wanted to say in it. He just said thank you, and he appreciated it. So it didn't save us or bring him back, but it was a turning point in moving on for me. It was a positive outcome, just not the one I was hoping for. I was able to say everything one last time and just move forward from that letter. Regardless if you send it or not, I highly suggest you write one anyway. Writing saved me a lot of pain during the breakup and still is. Take care. Wow. Wow. So this specific person said that they suggest writing a letter. Writing a letter and getting all your frustrations out and saying what it is you need to say, I guess. Wow. Nice. Thank you, ladies. So that brings us to the second part of this episode where we asked, did you write a letter to your ex? And if you did, what did you say? And we will start reading those letters. So, let's see. Honey, I Wish I Knew says, I wrote a long one that was heartfelt and honest a few weeks after, as we didn't have closure. Discussions were refused by them. The only response? They complained about the number of paragraphs, said nothing about what I wrote. That's all the response I needed to understand the person I thought I knew and how little they actually cared. Wow. Damn. That's messed up. He complained about the number of paragraphs. If that's not a narcissist, I don't know what is. How you complaining about the number of paragraphs this woman wrote? And it was heartfelt. I can't even say this is a woman or a man. Either way, how can you just disregard somebody like that? Like, even if you don't have the same feelings anymore, like, I would at least acknowledge it and be like, thank you for reaching out. You know, I don't share the same feelings, but thank you for reaching out. I appreciate you letting me know how you feel. I appreciate your apology, if that was even in there. I just feel like, damn, that was cold. And I'm glad you saw exactly who that person was, for real. Okay. And our last letter, Braveheart letter, reads from Serial File. This is what happens to those of us that are good people. We have a strong conscience. We want to do good. We don't like to hurt people. Then the wrong people find us and we ignore the bad and try to see the best in them. Clock it. They take advantage of our kindness with no intention to pay it back. The reality is no one is going to save you. No one is going to come in and fix it for you. No one is going to end it for you. You have to do it. You have to look out for yourself for once in your life. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's painful. But you owe it to yourself to make your life better. It's time for you to show kindness to yourself. Clock it. Your partner will be okay. They landed on their feet. And you need to get up on yours. What helped me was that I got angry. I was tired of being taken advantage of. I was tired of their promises to change that were always broken. I kept giving in like some kind of fool. For what? I wasn't getting anything that I needed. This wasn't the life I wanted. I ended it and I stayed strong and got through that feeling of nostalgia that tries to pull you back in. It gets better. You are number one now. That speaks to me personally. You are number one now. I really love that. I love that that was the last sentence in this letter because I actually have been thinking about going to go get a number one tattoo on my wrist. Lately, I've been thinking about getting that done because I have a hard time, I guess you would say, putting myself first sometimes. And that's why when I say we're healing together, that's why I appreciate all my supporters and all the Bravehearts because we're going through this together, babes. We're going through this together, okay? One day I'll be vulnerable enough to write my own Braveheart letter and tell you all what I've been through. But right now, we're healing together, and I'm just going to read your letters. And if one of them makes me cry, I'll just go with it. But for now, I want to say thank you for everybody that sent in a letter and shout out everybody that's tuning in for episode 1. So for next week, the question and the topic of discussion is, if you're someone who's dating someone or about to date someone or see yourself dating someone with children, do you feel that you automatically should get ready to be a step parent? Or do you feel like, hey, no, I'm just dating the dad. I'm just dating the mom. That's not my responsibility. Topic of discussion for next week, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Carolyne Scott here, and I am just reminding you to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'm always interested in working with amazing talent. So if you are interested in a feature or booking, please hit the email at itsgorgeousmusic@gmail.com.